And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to Jumping to Crypto episode 875. Today is Wednesday, January 19th, 2022, and I am King.
I'm Bitcoin Zay. We're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish, and a lot of top stories today. Of course, we're going to be talking about Microsoft's massive metaverse move again, buying Activision for $69 billion and some change. Turkish ruling party holds meeting in metaverse, talks crypto regulation. Crypto IRA platform iTrustCapital raises $125 million at a $1.3 billion valuation. Fintech startup Milo is offering 30-year crypto mortgages, and heavyweight champ to take 50% of his UFC 270 purse in Bitcoin. But first and foremost, Bitcoin Zay, what's going on with those prices?
Oh yeah, so taking a look at our prices for today, Bitcoin is sitting at $42,477, up 2.4%. Ethereum at $3,154 is up 1.2%. Binance Coin at $470 is up 2% today. Cardano at $1.44 is up 0.05%. Solana at $138.42 is up 2% today. XRP sitting at 74 cents is up 0.6%. Terra Luna sitting at 80.80 is up 6.8%. And last but not least, Polkadot at 24.75 is up 1.1%. And our biggest gainers for the day, Patron, up 4,112.
Patreezy, baby, pump that drink.
Oh yeah, Patreezy. Oh yeah, or as my Mexican friends like to say, the worst tequila you can drink. Pepe and Shib RWD, both up over 160 and 180% respectively. So a lot of movement for some of these smaller coins. Still pretty sideways for the bigger coins. And we just want to throw this out there just because we have mentioned this on the show a couple times. But shout out to Marin. We've actually talked on Twitter a couple times, but astrology charts beat technical analysis. If you don't know Marin Altman, get to know her. If you follow her on Twitter, we're not saying you will be a super successful trader just because of astrology. What I was saying, I got a spiritual advisor. There's things that I can't see in technical analysis that she can, and she's just like that. She put out one chart, the one that interests me, the one I can't find it, but it's basically on the 360-degree plane. Like when the US dollar came out, when the Chinese dollar came out, when the Federal Reserve was created, and when Bitcoin all aligned in the same, I don't know how she did, but I was like, that's pretty interesting, kind of scary. But yeah, she's definitely somebody you should check out just to see, it's a good, pathway to a different way to trade. And again, like I said, we are not saying you will get rich off of astrology charts. I don't understand astrology that well. That's why I have a spiritual advisor. It's always stuff you can't see with the naked eye. So shout out to her. Just want to throw that out to everybody, all our warriors.
There it is. Looks like fundamental analysis in astrology beats TA, but starting away. And coming hate comments in 5, 4. All right, before we get the show fully kicked off today, want to give a big thank you to today's show sponsor. Actually back for a second time. That's right. We're talking about OKX. You can check them out at OKX, literally just the letter X.com. They have rebranded their UI. As you can see, their website has been redesigned. They have a new name. They dropped that E, is now just OKX as the letters.com. Again, they're today's show sponsor. If you don't know about OKX, let's go ahead and tell you quick things about them. A few things that they do. They are available worldwide, of course. They have what's called demo trading as well. I want to show you this screen real quick. They have demo trading. We used to call this ghost trading on our own. We would do basically fake trades and see what the ROI would be before we actually executed trades we thought of. But they have a simulator basically. It's a demo trading. It allows newer users to use virtual money to practice trading without actually risking losing any real money. And of course, you can learn more about it here at okx.com/academy, how to practice trading on OKX. Again, this has been updated as well. So all the UIs are new, all the mechanisms are new. So feel free to check it out. They also have an OKX NFT marketplace. And of course, as I've already mentioned, they are available worldwide. So if you like new exchanges or different exchanges, make sure you check out OKX. They do say they have the lowest fees out there. So for those looking to save some money on some of these popular trades and different assets, again, OKX is the place to go. And of course, I want to thank them for today's sponsorship, becoming a pretty reputable exchange. So make sure you check them out on your own and do your own research. All right. Other than that, let's jump into the show. Some quick shout outs. What's going on? Chappie, Gu, JE, Crypto, Crypto Boy, Pat Stacks, Wyatt Riot. I like that. Donnie Rowe, Lyle, Adrian, Eric, Mr. King Gamble, Crypto King. What's going on? Jake Fever said, what's up? I just lost it because the comments are coming in. What's up, King and Bitcoin Zay? My friend Sheena, seen you at the conference and cop your book. My wife and I finished it the other night. And you'll be at the conference today, correct, Bitcoin Zay?
Yep, I'll be at North American Bitcoin Conference today, giving out free books. I'll be on a panel speaking as well. So yeah, check me out there.
There it is. Make sure you check them out. And of course, stop lurking and start liking. Today is going to be a pretty good show. Let's get it kicked off. Again, we started this topic yesterday when it was breaking news. But thanks to some of our warriors, I think Antonio also, actually sent it as well. We wanted to dive a little bit deeper. Microsoft massive metaverse move, buying Activision for $69.7 billion. Big beach. People, this news like literally permeated like everything. Yes, I was hearing about this from like the people I never thought I would hear from. It's crazy. But again, following the Activision Blizzard acquisition announcement, Microsoft CEO and Chairman Satya Nadella stated that gaming will play a key role in the development of metaverse platforms. Folks, listen to this really quick. One of the biggest technology companies on the planet, and has been one of the biggest tech companies on the planet for forever, bought video games for $70 billion and told the entire planet, as we move to this digital platform, we're going to be using video games. They're going to be playing a key role. All right, I'm not going to argue with parents anymore. If you're telling your kids to get away from video games, you are wrong. You are wrong. You're $70 billion wrong, matter of fact. And one thing I wanted to mention was the long list of iconic gaming franchises that Activision had that now belong to Microsoft. Includes Call of Duty. We talked about that. I mean, literally in 2020, they made $600 million at a minimum. You got Overwatch, huge as well. Overwatch is huge for people who know. Candy Crush, we know what that did to the world. I actually just started playing Candy Crush again, say like 2 months ago, because I get bored on my laptop. World of Warcraft, which technically may have been one of the first, like it was one of the first technically play to earn and metaverse type games. I mean, you know, so World of Warcraft, of course, has a huge following. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, we all know about Tony Hawk. I mean, literally just those was that 1, 2, 3, 4, those 5 games alone. Yeah. you don't even need the rest of the catalog. Those 5 games alone, people, are huge. So for Microsoft to have that type of ownership, and like literally, this is what I love about this story too. We could have been super speculative about this story. Like I wonder, and that we were actually yesterday. We were like, hey guys, our analysis is that they're going to be moving this over to the metaverse. It's going to have something to do with the metaverse. That was a speculative, analytical, fundamental analysis. But the next day, you literally have the CEO coming out like, no, it's for the metaverse. You're right. It's for the metaverse. So, this is crazy to see. But the reason why we're actually bringing this story up as well, people were mentioning in the chat yesterday about the price point. And I think Zay, you actually said it live. If you don't know, that $70 billion was a great deal. It's crazy to actually say that. It was a great deal. So we go to our next article. A group of Activision Blizzard shareholders called for Bobby, I can't even see his name right now, Bobby Kotick, and board directors to resign. If you didn't know, the CEO of Activision Blizzard, as well as some of the C-suite executives, were going through some sexual harassment things in the office, right? It looks like a lot of the folks who worked there wanted them to resign. They didn't. The board of directors essentially gave the CEO and some other people a cosign saying, hey, they can stay for as long as they want. We're happy to have them here. Why? Because the bottom dollar, we know that. But regardless, I don't know if it's true or false. All I know that there were issues prior before the sale. Was crazy to me, of course. Again, we're talking big business. We're talking $70 billion. I want to know, were these issues already there, or were these issues kind of agitated by an outside external force who may want to buy the company for a discount? But regardless of what you think, this is why Activision Blizzard went on sale for a discount. You see these issues happen in November, and then literally in January, 2 months later, they buy it for what, at least 30% off. This is crazy news. What are your thoughts on all this?
Oh yeah. So in business, CEOs watch other companies to see when they slip up, because things like this, you get Activision at a discount. This is probably a life-changing amount of money that's about to come in for Microsoft. And they basically, Bobby Kotick, he got caught trying to grab him by the pussy, and the price went down. So
I like how the horn hit as soon as you did it.
as soon as he started talking 100 billion, 200 billion, they was probably like, hold up, Bobby. We've heard about the sexual harassment and sexual discrimination and gender discrimination that you've been accused of at your job. We're going to give you 70. Do you want this money or not? Yeah, you take it or leave it, or your company's going to be done. Take the 70 billion and go off to an island where you can't be found again. But yes, there are many incidents of sexual harassment that he was accused of, and it failed to either ensure that the executives and managers responsible were terminated or recognize and address the systemic nature of the company's hostile workplace culture. So the group of shareholders was calling for his resignation, and they said, well, no need to resign. We sold it. So
basically, y'all ain't gonna leave? Oh, all right, bet.
Oh, yeah, gonna leave? I bet. Yeah. So Microsoft just capitalized on a dude that messed up, a CEO that messed up and had to sell it for a lower price. We've seen this a bunch of times before.
It's business, billions.
It's business. If you see a company sell for like 30, 40% less than its really valuation, there's probably something going on, and they just want to get their money and run before the valuation goes to zero. So, yeah, that's all this was here. Microsoft got a huge win.
This is crazy. This is crazy, crazy, crazy. I mean, again, folks, this is going to be a news of the town. Like, again, for those who aren't in the gaming sector or whatever, or this, that type of stuff you're not interested in, I'm trying, like, you all try to look for the money plays and buy indicators. This is the one. Like, you need to be reading up on this, get involved on it. The gaming thing is happening, people. I can't say it enough. The gaming thing is going to happen, whether you like it or not, right? It just is what it is. Nobody's buying something for $70 billion and shelving it. No. They're about to put that. They're about to get their money right back by what, Q3, Q4 this year, not Q1 of next year. So I would definitely be on the lookout. Reno Gamble said, I'm getting rich off astrology. There we go. Let's see. The executioner said dead people's portfolio actually had the best returns over time. Time in the market beats timing in the market. There we go. Let's see. Stacks is here we go. Level 99 Slacker says Stacks is about to be listed on Coinbase. That is right. So, folks, we'll just say this: if Stacks is about to be listed on Coinbase, what other projects would they possibly list that we keep telling you maybe want to pay attention to? What project works and congruent with Stacks? Let's see. Wealth and Wellness is asking about Bitcoin and Black America 2 updates.
Yeah, so the shipping will start for Black History Month. So all of February, you'll start seeing it popping out. And everybody who ordered, because of the wait, some of the legal stuff I had to go through, you'll be getting free NFTs. So be ready for that as well.
All right, let's see. And I saw another going. Oh, there it is. The tip. Thank you for the tip. F Your Feelings said, Zay, there's rumors out here that you meet your spiritual advisor at Magic City. The advisement goes on in the champagne room. All right. What else do we have in the news today? Again, folks, we're talking about this metaverse move from Microsoft buying games. And the reason why that's important is because the Turkish ruling party holds meeting in metaverse and talks crypto regulation. That's right, people. As we said, it is happening. It's going to happen. You can fight, scream, and kick all you want. The only thing that's going to stop or slow this thing down is the hardware. Is the fact that people will say, hey, why am I just clicking online and going to metaverse and not actually putting on some goggles and a safety belt so I don't jump out my window when I'm doing whatever I'm doing? Like, I think once they have the hardware figured out, it'll be a smoother transition. But until then, I think there still will be a bumpy road. However, it's being attempted. Like, the tries are happening, and Turkey's governing political party is one of the people trying at the metaverse as they discuss the upcoming crypto regulation in his first metaverse meeting. First of all, hand clap. Like,
oh yeah, hand clap for that.
That shows me a government that at the very least cares to really learn about it. Like, our government is over there asking about what's a Finstagram.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They asking about like this simple shit that if you're anywhere near tech, you should know that they don't, which is why they shouldn't be in power. Different story. But while they're asking about simple things, Turkey is like, yo, let's just jump in the metaverse and have this conversation and go there and see for ourselves. That's what I love. It's the same thing when it comes to Bitcoin, all these Bitcoin detractors. Ask how many Bitcoin detractors have actually received or sent Bitcoin. Again, just like the white paper and the reading of it, I guarantee you there are slim to none who actually do it. Because once you actually send and receive Bitcoin, you understand, hey, no one knows about that transaction but you. Like, that's the power of this. Then they can actually see it. But until then, they're kind of like, I don't really understand what this is about. It's just imaginary money. But again, is it AC party or AK party? I don't know. Turkey's governing party held its first metaverse meeting on Monday, where it discussed upcoming crypto regulation. What was going on in this meeting, Bitcoin Zay?
Oh man, so the Grand National Assembly of Turkey met in the metaverse to discuss crypto, and they hosted their first meeting with the deputy chairman Mahir Unal and Mustafa Elitis, along with Omer Ileri, who was the vice president of the ACT party responsible for information and communication technologies. They attended the meeting from the Parliament building, but of course in the metaverse. And crypto regulation was the highlight of the meeting, adding that crypto assets require both financial and legal regulations. Now, we're not big fans of regulations or regulators. However, if you're going to do it, this is the right way to do it. Do it in the metaverse so you can see the power of this industry while you're actually discussing regulations. That might curtail some of the fact that you might want to regulate it too hard. Because, for example, let's say a regulator yells out and says, hey, yeah, we should push crypto down and make sure they can't innovate. And all you have to do is say, hey, if that was the case, we wouldn't be in the metaverse right now. We wouldn't be able to speak like this because it shows the power. So shout out to them. And again, like you said, their government is way far ahead of ours. They're still trying to figure out how to regulate virtual asset providers and what to do with NFTs and DeFi and all that stuff. Just trying to kill innovation. And Turkey is moving it along. So shout out to them.
To Turkey. Going to the comments real quick. People said it's a dirty game, pun intended. Let's see. They said they made that up about Bobby, then said it can get uglier or sell. Let's see what's going on. Crypto Warriors. S1 Dove said, wouldn't be surprised if some of the people accused, some of the people that accuse the board members of harassment have some Microsoft deposits in their bank account. Hilarious, but possible. Let's see. The executioner said Activision doesn't have any metaverse know-how. They need MSFT to help them make the leap. Yeah, and Leroy also said that Google and Amazon dived into gaming themselves, shitty attempts, but they know the money's there. So, yeah, that's looking crazy. Alex said one of his C-suite execs from Blizzard came to work at a startup as he was leaving. Hey, all right, Alex. Hey, don't be email me later. Somebody you need to talk about something that happened now. I'm messing with you. All right. What else do we have in news? Folks, I wanted to bring up this story real quick because we introduced this to you all. The topic of this, I think about 2 weeks ago. The comments looked like it was a pushback and I let it go. I said a couple of weeks ago, how many people were interested in a centralized Roth IRA type of sponsorship or deal to be marketed toward the Warriors? It looked like in the chat, everybody was like, hey, why are we going back towards centralization? No. And we're cool with it. We never broached the topic again. However, we have to bring it up today because the company we were going to work with, it made the news. That's right. Crypto IRA platform iTrustCapital raises $125 million at $1.3 billion valuation. That's right. The round led by Left Lane Capital will help iTrustCapital explore potential acquisitions. Now, real quick, jump into crypto. Got it. Hey, pat on the back.
Pat on the back, yeah.
I mean, what more do you want from me?
Literally everything we say on the show, gold.
Yeah, folks. I mean, come on. Like literally, we talked about this 2 weeks ago. At least 2 weeks ago, we just talked about this. So I will broach the topic again after the show today because the deal's still on the line and we want it. They love us. Everyone, they know we're in the space. This is what they want to do. In the comment section after this, if there's enough comments or enough likes on the comment or whatever, we'll move forward. If not, you won't hear from it again unless it's in the news. But again, this was the platform we were talking about. We have talked to iTrust earlier this month or whatever. They wanted to do a deal. You all pushed back and said centralization. We're good on it. We're with you on that. I wouldn't put my money there because I'm cool with being decentralized. However, if you're one of those people who are interested in IRA still and you want to go the old traditional route for whatever reason, let us know and we'll make that deal happen. If not, no big deal. We really could care less ourselves. But again, we're talking about iTrustCapital, crypto individual retirement account IRA software platform. iTrustCapital has raised $125 million in Series A funding with a post-money valuation of over $1.3 billion, according to a press release provided to CoinDesk. And really quick too, let me get the camera. For everybody who just, I won't say everybody, it's really just like 5 max people. So, I'm not going to shit on everybody. But for those 5 shitheads who aren't smart enough to know the difference between greed and doing good business, that's how you know we're not greedy. They already broached, this is a $1.3 billion company that broached us with a sponsorship deal and all types of deals on the back end that we could have easily said yes to last week and been up some more zeros this week or a couple of weeks ago. So we said no to that and came to our audience first. And we were only about the money and greedy. Believe me, I would have been like, hell to the yeah, hell to the yeah. Like, they offered a great deal to us, folks. They was gonna give us dope money. Like, the money was gonna be great, and we said no. So I just want to definitely point that out as well for those few people who claim we doing like money moves or something. Like, bro, like, you guys have no clue what real money is, apparently, because we have not done a money move, but we have about 3 ICOs right now and at least 19 different NFTs.
Yeah, believe me, sweetie, we got enough to feed the greedy.
Hey, but what are your thoughts on this move in general? What are your thoughts about crypto IRA accounts? What are your thoughts about, I mean, again, iTrustCapital is the big one, but I mean, this news, as it hits the wire, you better believe there's about to be at least 10 other crypto IRA accounts popping up this month. So what are your thoughts on this? Again, it's a centralized thing. We know that that's not what we're about. Yeah, what are your thoughts?
Oh, yeah. So this IRA is something that we've discussed before. The IRA industry will boom because some people don't want to hold their own crypto. I'm telling you, as much as we can talk about no keys, no cheese, how to self-custody, how to hold it yourself, how to move it back and forth between hardware wallets. We can teach all of that for years. There's going to at least be 20, 30% of people that don't want to touch it because they don't want to lose it. And these IRA companies are smart to take advantage of that and allow people to put it into their retirement portfolio cryptocurrencies. And I just want to say 2015, I was working this job. They made us all come in to talk about our 401k and like what assets we wanted to put. Do we want to be aggressive? Aggressive was like 8%, and then like conservative is like 6 or something like that. And I walked out the meeting, and this lawyer, Ben, he asked me, he's like, "You don't want to do the 401k?" I was like, "For what? I'm just gonna buy Bitcoin." Of course, I was correct because it doesn't make any sense to do it. But now they merged the two together. If this was possible when I had that job, I probably would have took it just because it's hands off, or I would have just did the same thing and said I'll buy Bitcoin. But there is a group of people, usually older, maybe less likely to study the subject, that just know that the value is going to increase. This product is for them, and a 1.3 billion valuation says it all. So yeah, we can go ahead and bring in crypto IRA, all of the sponsor money, and we'll start pushing them. Bring in your grandma, bring your aunties, everybody that wants to get into IRA. We'll teach them how to do it with crypto IRA.
Hilarious. Let's see what we got going on. J.E. Walters said, "Jump in the crypto, bend thy knee." Nah, man, ain't no bend thy knee. Come on. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's see, looking at some of these comments. DT said, "In the UK, we make money in metaverses and buy Bitcoin." There you go. You know the play. Let's see. F your feelings. Thank you for the tip. Said King WTF. Are you out here spending your Bitcoin on planting trees in the forest? I saw you on TV. Don't deny it. No, they were giving me some more dirty fiat to buy some more Bitcoin to plant some trees. I was like, I'll take that deal any day of the week. Let's see. Leroy Forrest said, "Meeting in the metaverse to decide what to do with the metaverse is hilariously meta." All right, what else do we have? Level 99 Slacker say, "I'll probably eventually stake planets to plant trees." Oh, everybody's talking about just planting trees. Hilarious. Email digital marketing said, "I saw you in a mattress commercial." Yeah, that was me too. All right. People on the low, I got like 10 to 15 commercials out. You all just don't know until you really look. You can be like, holy shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I be trying to tell people that I'm just like, he's LA famous. Just wait till international famous.
I just made it to B- here in LA. Trust me, I'm a B-. I'm a C+ B- guy. I'm all good. I'm making it to the A's soon. Cryptonomics, I'm with you, and that's what I said. Is CeFi really crypto though? LOL. Again, like I said, for the meeting was pretty interesting. And I told them I'll talk to our audience about the meeting, so they're well aware. But like, we had the whole meeting. I was quiet, and then toward the end, I was like, I gotta be honest with you, man. I was like, I wouldn't use this, and it's super centralized, and like, I was like, I can try, I can broach it, but I was like, I just don't see it really happening. But their pushback was like, "Hey, you know who we are, though, right?" I was like, no, I feel you. I feel you. We hear that all the time. Like, we hear that quite often. Like, we get it, but it just is what it is. Chappie said, iTrust lets you trade with no capital gains tax. Can't be mad at that. So, and that's what I did like about it for the people who are like, and again, it's super backwards. If you're tax crazy in this space, you're a Ned Flanders. I'm sorry. If you go on tax, with the exception of those who, if you got a couple commas or you got a comma in a bunch of zeros, I get it. But if not, like, you're kind of going against a lot of principles by being tax crazy. But whatever, if you're a tax crazy person, that was my thought. It was like, all right, this may be something for you to do. However, one thing to think about, and this is why I even told them during the meeting, even if what they say is true, no capital gains tax, iTrust, IRA, blah, 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 that doesn't mean the regulations won't change this year, next year, Wednesday, Thursday. And if those regulations do change, now you have a lot of your money on a centralized server, essentially. I'm not sure how they're going to do it as far as keeping it in Bitcoin or fiat, but that would be what would happen. So just something to think about as well. Let's see.
J.E. Walter, he said Turkish government to bend the knee. They went from talking smack about crypto to beating in the metaverse. Everybody has to capitulate. I keep telling you, everybody has to capitulate at some point. They don't have a choice. Now you got the governments meeting in metaverses now. Come on, man.
Right. Navi says, so you don't do any traditional markets at all. I don't. Do you, Bitcoin, Zay?
I do not, except for mining companies. I do have some stock in like Riot Blockchain and HUD-8.
Yeah,
but so it's still Bitcoin focused.
For me, I don't anymore, only for two main reasons. And I know now, again, things have shifted people. Like now you can control your entire traditional portfolio, but come on, that's like kind of still new. Like you really couldn't do that, like let's say 2014, 2013, with exception of like E-Trade and stuff accounts. And in order to make more than 5 trades a month, I think you had to have at least 25K in your account. At that time, I wasn't playing with that type of money at all. So it just wasn't an option. And then by the time these Robinhoods and everything else popped up, I was already too deep in crypto. But for me, no, I used to be in the traditional market. I used to have financial advisor, all that super aggressive portfolio, did well. I think we were making like 25 to 26% per year. This is why I was in the military and deployment, which is how I was able to come to LA and say I'm living life. But no, after I got into crypto, especially really after the bear market, is when I really went deep into crypto, not 100%, because I was just like, it just doesn't make sense for me. It's like 25% here on a high could be, if I do my due diligence, could be a 2 or 3 week trade type of deal. So no, I just stay in regular or in crypto, not traditional markets. All right, let's see what else do we have going on really quick. Fintech startup Milo is offering 30-year crypto mortgages. I want to give a hand clap to Bitcoin Zay. Give this man his flowers right here. Listen, Bitcoin Zay told me about Bitcoin-backed crypto mortgages. Like when we started doing business in 2016, people, it literally was, we didn't have the capital and resources to do this ourselves type of deal. Like he's been talking about this one. So with that being said, what's going on with this story?
Oh yeah, so fintech startup Milo, they're offering 30-year crypto mortgages where you'll be able to leverage your BTC holdings and digital assets to purchase real estate in the United States. And of course, this is a great story simply because this is a Miami-based fintech startup, Milo, and it claims it's the world's first crypto mortgage. You'll be able to leverage it, of course, and both American and international customers will be able to use the service to purchase real estate in the United States. So Milo's website actually says, instead of selling your crypto for a down payment to qualify for a mortgage, a crypto mortgage lets you leverage your crypto in order to purchase that home. So one of the things that I discussed back then with King when I was saying that was actually shout out to Justin, Bitcoin Vegan. When I first was teaching him, I was teaching him alongside his mom, and his mom does real estate. And she mentioned, she's like, is there anything Bitcoin can do with real estate? And that's when the wheels start spinning. This is back in 2015, 2016. And I was like, yeah, we could use it as collateral and then get a home. And then when you pay it off, you get your Bitcoin back. And then for companies, it's a win because now you basically have someone's Bitcoin locked up for 30 years. So on the back end, we all know you do rehypothecation, which means you trade it on the back end and make a profit to give it back. You can make a lot of money off Bitcoin off rehypothecation in 30 years. Think about that. 30 years from now, somebody pays off that mortgage. Exactly. 30 years from now, you pay it off, you get back their Bitcoin. The thing is, if you leverage it the right way, you can make way more money than you ever would as a company.
So I don't understand how crazy this really is.
Oh yeah, and this is a win-win-win. And of course, this is in the great city of Miami. Like I keep telling you, all the big startups are coming down here. And again, you don't have to put any fiat deposits, which is huge. So shout out to Milo. I want to see if I can hook up with the CEO down here. Shout out to him because Bitcoin is not only going to help in the digital world, it's also going to help in the physical world as well.
Yeah, get him on the show.
Shout out to him. Yeah, that's what I say. I'm gonna talk to Joseph. I believe that's his name. Because I've heard of them before, just in like Crypto Mondays and like Tech World stuff. I think he was around. So yeah, Joseph. Yep, there it is, Joseph Rupina. Yep. So I'll see if I can get Joseph on the show to talk more about it.
Make him an offer he can't refuse. Like, damn, he said he can't make it. I'm gonna fly down too. Like, damn, man, you can't make it. You sure? Start patting him on the back all hard. Come on, bro. Let's see. Suck My Coils said it may be good for people who don't trust decentralization or who have a hard time wrapping their heads around it, like older people. That I will agree with. And so stay tuned, folks. On the 25th next week, make sure you're watching TV, Gentlemen of Crypto. Gonna have a little special on there. But one of the people who will be on the show on the 25th next week was this older gentleman, and basically like behind the scenes, I asked him, I'm like, look, you really don't like Bitcoin and crypto, whatever. And his whole thing was like, look, man, I'm 76. Like I've taken so many risks in my life already. This is just not another risk I want to take at this point. So for sure, I definitely get it. And I feel for those people too, honestly, because this is the truth. It is a paradigm shift, whether you want it to happen or not. It is happening very fast, especially with the pandemic. Sorry, folks, 3 years. Come on. Where are the bodies at? It's not enough. Yeah. I need to see more. But seriously, I mean, we're being in the house is a virus. Like this thing is happening. So I get older people not wanting to take these unnecessary risks as they see it. But if they don't, and I actually saw an article come out about this today where it said if countries don't start, I think Fidelity pushed something out, a press release essentially saying if countries don't buy Bitcoin, they will be in trouble later. It's not even an if anymore. Like Fidelity's pushing that out to countries and the banks and stuff. So that's my same point with the with the generation who may be older, retired, or whatever. It's like, I get it. This sucks. It is super risky. Can't say anything. Like, I get it. However, if you don't do it, if you're going to be alive another 10 or 15 years, you might not have a choice. Now you're going to be sitting, I didn't do it, and all my retirement savings are in cash as the dollar continuously drops to Bitcoin, wherever else is out there. So I get it. But you got to mitigate, you got to balance it. Like part of mitigating risk is mitigating risk on both sides of the house, not just, I don't believe this is going to happen, I'm going to ignore it. Like it won't happen. It's like, no, it's still going to happen, bro. It's still going to happen. It's not a monster under your bed. It's a bomb about to drop. So it is what it is. Let's see. Rico San Diego. I wish I could roll over my retirement to Bitcoin. Uncle Sugar, hope all military and government work retirement in TSP and don't even offer Bitcoin. Yeah. And again, this is what I want to do with the military. You talk about TSP, you get like what people automatically do TSP and stuff. You get some of that. For those who don't know, that's essentially the military's IRA. But if you do that and you get 2% of your TSP in Bitcoin, folks, that could literally be a game changer. So yeah, something to think about. All right, last story, but certainly not least. No Bitcoins, they got to run. He's about to be at that conference for those who are in Miami to catch him. Heavyweight champ to take 50% of his UFC 270 purse in Bitcoin.
Oh yeah. Hey,
shout out to Francis Ngannou. I mean, big shout out. Great heavyweight champ also from Cameroon. Of course, he was a child, what do they call it, like a child worker. He grew up working mines and stuff, coal mines and everything. And of course, is now the UFC champion. But after doing a lot of research on Bitcoins being quoted as said, I really believe it is the future of money, man. Bitcoin is valuable, secure, and no one can mess with it, said UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou. Now, I will say, here's what's crazy. Like this reads like a sponsored post, which it probably is because he did partner with Cash App. I'm sure Cash App gave him a little bit of a kicker to work with them and to promote Bitcoin being received from Cash App. However, at the end of the day, whether it's from Cash App, whether this is his own thoughts himself, regardless, Bitcoin has no boss. There's no CEO. There's no guy in Bitcoin or girl in Bitcoin who's benefiting from him saying this for Bitcoin itself. So this is what I love to see about the project. When you look at some of these other projects, it's literally a conflict of interest because there is a CEO or is a team, but there's none of that for Bitcoin. There's crypto, there's Bitcoin enthusiasts like us who like to talk about it every day and promote it, and clearly like Cash App as well. But we're talking about UFC heavyweight title holder Francis Ngannou has announced he will take half of his UFC 270 prize purse in Bitcoin via Cash App. The French Cameroonian mixed martial arts fighter will take on the undefeated Cyril Gane on Sunday and is set to earn a guaranteed $750,000. In a tweet on January 18th, Ngannou noted in the video message, I saw the video too, it's pretty cool. After doing a lot of research on Bitcoin, he believed it's the future, as I just quoted. But folks, a couple things. If you haven't seen Francis Ngannou, you are missing some primetime TV. This man is the epitome of one-hitter quitter. If you get caught with one of them, I don't even want what's some things, sledgehammers he was using in the mine shafts back in the day, you are done so. And then, of course, his opponent, Cyril Gane, isn't as popular, actually, Cyril Gane or Gane or whoever. He isn't as popular, but I have seen him fight. What's crazy about Cyril Gane, this dude is like 240 pounds moving like he's 180. Buddy be doing roundhouses, spinning kicks, bouncing, jumping, ducking, flipping. So my point is, this is going to be one of the biggest UFC heavyweight fights in a while. Maybe not by volume and numbers because they're not that popular, but as far as like for fight fans, this is going to be a great fight. You got a dude who can knock you out with his wind of a punch. And you got another dude who's the same size as him, who's moving like Bruce Lee. So this is going to be a pretty cool fight. It was even cooler, of course, Crypto.com is sponsoring it. Now you got, for instance, Ngannou taking his money from Cash App, have his purse in Bitcoin. This is crazy. What are your thoughts on this, Bitcoin Zay?
Oh, yeah. So I have two people I won't fight. Dudes in black forces and dudes who used to work in coal mines. So Francis Ngannou is somebody you do not want to mess with. And definitely, hold on, let me pull this up real quick.
Oh, yeah.
If Francis is coming your way, yeah, if he's coming my way, it ain't gonna be no fight. This is me right here. I'm Bugs Bunny. I'm shooting first to ask questions later. But yeah, he's definitely one of the bigger names in the space. And of course, we've seen these partnerships with Cash App. We saw Gwyneth Paltrow. We've seen in sports, Aaron Rodgers, Odell Beckham. We saw Money Man, the rapper, get his whole $1 million advance in Bitcoin. This is becoming basically at this point in the industry, this is becoming a need for most people. They're like, all right, well, they promoted it enough, but I should get half of it in Bitcoin, or at least some of it in Bitcoin, simply because of where our inflation rate is headed. And like you said, nobody can mess with it. So shout out to him, and shout out to everybody in the sports world who was teaming up with crypto people. I think Tom Brady's with FTX. Steph Curry's with FTX. So yeah, we're starting to see a lot of companies partner with these athletes. Crypto.com is on the Staples Center, old Staples Center. So again, you can't stop it. Again, slow at first, and then all at once. Every athlete is going to start taking their salary, or at least some of it in Bitcoin, I believe.
Yeah, and Zay, if you got to run again, I already know you got to get ready for that conference. But really quick, I just wanted to throw in on this when it comes to Francis. For those who don't know his story, he has a crazy story. Again, he wasn't a kid who wanted to go work in the coal mine, folks. Like something happened where, long story short, he had to go work as a child in a coal mine or whatever, or mines and all this other stuff to support his family. He then ran away from Cameroon to France. He snuck into France where they actually arrested him or whatever before somebody found him, started teaching him mixed martial arts. He did have a little bit of a criminal past. He admitted, I ran from Cameroon to get away because they were abducting kids and making them work. I ended up in France and I tried to figure it out there before, again, he was picked up to become a fighter. But my point in saying all this is that this is a guy who had to leave his home country to find a way for his family. He's huge right now in Africa and Cameroon as being what the possibilities of life to come from nothing to something. So for this man to come out and say, I think Bitcoin can empower people, I don't think, again, you are realizing how big of news this is. You have a man who's standing 6'4", 6'5", or whatever, 250, 260 pound UFC champion telling you, hey, my childhood, my life was terrible, but things like Bitcoin can help everyone around the planet. I believe him. Again, his story is crazy, man. If you ever have time to look into it. But again, shout out to Francis Ngannou. Shout out to the whole UFC and Dana White. Like, that's why I like Dana White. Like, he's not straying away from technology. Like, this man made a Crypto.com partnership. Like, he's not straying away from it. He wants his fighters to get paid in Bitcoin. He's cool with it. Knowing Dana White ass, he's probably getting some of his money in Bitcoin too. But that's what it is. Other than that, you got anything Bitcoin Zay?
If you're at North American Bitcoin Conference, check me out. If you have some time, also check out this video. Let me know what you think. We got some hate for the book. Hopefully comes on Friday. Yeah, we're trying to get him to come on Friday to discuss Bitcoin versus socialism. He's a socialist, I believe. So yeah, if you got some time, watch this video right here, Bitcoin in Black America. It's a whole breakdown of why my book is wrong and why we shouldn't listen to it. But yeah, check that video out if you got some time. Come to the conference if you got some time. Make sure you get the masterclass. We're going to put some more videos up there for everybody that has the class by the end of the month. So make sure you do that as well. Yeah,
we are actually just talking, folks. Look, the masterclass, folks who bought it, we thank you for all the support. We want to keep rewarding you all for supporting us. So like Bitcoin, they said, we're probably going to ask more videos, but if not by the end of this month, probably next 3 to 4 weeks max, you'll definitely at least have one new video. And then for the Friday shows, I know you all have been asking. Yes, we are going to start those back soon. We actually have a plan for that as well. It's a lot of new stuff coming. So again, pay attention. It's going to be happening fast. And probably by Monday, you'll start seeing a lot of changes as well and some new things. So make sure you be on the lookout. Other than that, make sure you smash that like and share. If you haven't already, check out the masterclass, folks. We are not leading you in the wrong direction with it. And we will see you all tomorrow with some more crypto news. Cheers.